Masculine. How art thou? How are you? Okay, so right off the bat, it looks like I see an energy trying to cover themselves. It reminds me of an energy like when, I don't know, maybe when a person is naked and then, they want to cover themselves up. They feel vulnerable. They're just like wide open and somebody's going to see way too much. Or I'm going to say somebody's going to see way more than you think, right? In a sense of divine masculine, it feels like there's something, you're way more open than you think you are to this person, in a sense of they're going to see way more than you think. Like you probably think like they're only collecting or gathering this or that, but they can see all of you, everything, whoever this person is. And when we get to your love section, I guess we could see if it's divine feminine or not, but it just looks like you're trying to cover your naked body up. I'm hearing exposed. I'm hearing indecent exposure. Now this could be literal for some of you. Be careful. But yeah, there's nothing left to the imagination of some sorts kind of energy. Yeah, there's something that you're not really hiding that you may think you are. It could be all different kinds of things. Doesn't mean that it's deceitful. Not sure, but I know it's distasteful. Or you may feel like it is. Or, yeah, it's kind of weird. I think you're about to end up confused. Full of wonderment and confusion, divine masculine. You're too open. Something is like too open and there's no control here. And I don't think there's anything that you can hide, when it comes to whoever this person is. But like I said, I'm not sure if it's anything of deceit or dishonesty or anything like that. But for you to be like in a vulnerable position, it's something natural and something that you can't control. They're going to see it no matter what. No matter how much you try to hide it. Whatever it is. So it's deep and it is someone very much plugged into you or connected to you, okay? Welcome to my newbies. Hello to my oldies. My name is Diamond and you are watching Pretty Blind Eyes. The readings held on this channel are for entertainment purposes only. The discussions held on this channel should not be taken as literal advice. I am legally blind, so I do read Braille on my cards to decipher what they are, but I'm an overall intuitive reader. In the description box below, you can find several ways to interact with me, one of which is the availability to book private readings. That calendar is closed. Thank you guys for all the love, support, gifts, donations, journeying with me, and patience. Keep it locked to the community tab for updates on different changes and things like that could come in. All right. I'm hearing speculative. I'm not sure if that's a word, but what I'm getting from that is there's speculation here, like you're gonna be, they're calling you a spectacle, divine masculine, but it looks like you're also going to be speculating a lot. So confusion and wonderment here. You're about to be very confused, very thrown off, or, let's see. You look suspicious. Again, like how you feel like you're gonna feel suspicious. You feel like you're going to speculate. I'm hearing accusatory. Accusatory? Yeah, okay. These words. Are you guys expanding your vocabulary too? All right, Four of Swords. King of Wands. Yeah. Four of Pentacles here. I just heard sitting pretty. There's a lot of ego here, though. A lot of egotistical energy here. There's Four of Pentacles here. This is a safe platform for you. You look like you're at peace right now, though. But for this, all this fire to be right here in the middle, it's not matching with this Four of Swords and this Four of Pentacles. This is showing me you're too big for your britches and you're too big for where you are right now. So you're playing it safe. And I don't know how far that's going to get you. You know, that could backfire there, because you don't even look like you belong in between that Four of Swords and that Four of Pentacles. Like, it's just not making sense. Not in a sense of you don't belong because you don't deserve it. No, no, no. It's just, it don't make sense. You're in a place you shouldn't be in. Like, it's like they're showing Clifford the big red dog, and how, you know, it was that little house. Like, you can't fit in there anymore. Like, you've outgrown whatever this position that you're in. So, I mean, so whatever that may be, Divine Masculine. All right, what else for Divine Masculine here? Five of Cups. Ooh, yeah. Brace yourself. Five of Cups with the Six of Pentacles. And the Four. Damn, Divine. Why am I not surprised? Yeah, something here. Your judgment is off. It gives me the energy of, again, like miscalculating something, or yeah, something is off. You're gonna find that you misjudged something, or you didn't hit your target here, is what this looks like. What the hell are you doing, Divine Masculine? What are you guys doing? Maybe that's the problem too. You're probably doing a bunch of stuff that just wasting time or something, or you're not doing what you're supposed to do or something here. Because this looks like some weird activity that can backfire. You're going to miss your target or something is what I'm getting. All right. Any more messages for Divine Masculine? I just got a lump in my throat. There's a Queen of Cups here, Six of Swords, and a Queen of Swords. Damn. A divide. I'm hearing split personalities. This could be a woman that's having mood swings and stuff. Sometimes this is my wound card, the Six of Swords. And I heard a divide though, because like the water, it looks like the water is in between this Queen of Cups and Queen of Swords. And they're saying split views. There's an energy around you that's going to multiply or give you one version of themselves while they're doing something else. They're splitting themselves off so that you won't throw them off, or so that you won't catch them off guard. Somebody here is developing an interesting way of dealing with you, Divine Masculine, to where it looks dope, kind of, sort of. Honestly, this is not giving like a hyena or what's the word I'm looking for? A flamingo or a dark entity or anything like that. This is a person's. Somebody here is skilled. When I say skilled, maybe that's why you're going to be like curious but yet confused, because this person is developing a new mindset or skill set. And like I said, this is the same person, but it's like they've learned how to split something off, like compartmentalize their personalities, or it's like that energy of they know where to leave stuff, right? Like, you know how like people be like, they tell people, oh, you should have left that attitude at home, or leave that at the door. Like, whoever this person is learning how to separate certain things from certain things, where their personal isn't getting in the way of their business or their. So in this case, this Queen of Cups, I don't know if they're preserving their emotions. Could be. Let me look more at this Queen of Swords for you. This one is more active. This one is more directorial. This one is more expressive, but it's very airy without this person has learned how to separate emotions from their train of thought or something. These emotions aren't getting in the way of their communication or their train of thought. They're negotiating, they're consulting, none of that. But with this here, this Six of Swords being in the middle, it looks like you, like caught in between these two energies here, these two personalities. Now this could be, no, this feels like the same person. This feels like the same person. I'm hearing Nightmare on Elm Street. This is scare the fuck out of you, Divine Masculine. That's some, but they don't feel like a bad person. I think they're just stronger or getting stronger or something. And I don't know. how familiar you are with their ability to do whatever that is. I don't know. Let's get you some final messages and look at your love. But again, it didn't feel like a bad person. It didn't feel like a person that you need to be warned about, in a sense of, you know, that they just mean no good to you. That person, I guess it ties into Divine Feminine's reading. They're going to reflect their strength of, like, all that they've been through is going to start to show, like the results of strength is going to start to show in different ways. The way that they end up dealing with certain things. I don't know. I feel like I could throw up, like you might get nauseous or something. It feels, you know. All right, final general messages, and we'll look at you in Divine Feminine. 4 of Wands, 7 of Pentacles, 9 of Wands. Damn. Hold up, World card. I feel like, damn, that is that person. Yeah, I feel confused. Yeah, this is gonna throw you off, because it gives that energy of, oh, now it makes sense. Okay, so this is the example they're giving. It's giving that energy of when let's say like you had a girl that worked for the CIA or whatever like that, and they can't, like when they get missions and stuff, they can't tell you whoever that is. The reason why they showed her split like that is because she will have, what it's going to manifest into is like she's going to have her own world of something going on, of secrecy, and that's why you're going to be speculative. Oh, now all this makes sense. But what they're showing here is the 7, I'm hearing the 7 principles here, right? It's given like universal law type, esoteric studies type stuff, and the secret handshake, oaths, all that. They can't, it's like they're not going to be able to talk to you about this kind of stuff. But look, it's 6 of Wands with the Devil card, though. Let me see. Ooh. And then they're showing you naked again with the 7 of Swords. Oh, whoo. Wow, Divine Masculine. So whatever this is going to strip all, whatever they're about to get to starting to doing, is going to strip you of anything you could ever use to mask your vulnerability in anything. Like it's like I just saw this vacuum just suck the clothes just off of you completely, which lets me know whatever this moving energy is that this split replicated woman has going on, the more she gets into whatever this is, the more you'll be naked. Like that's wild. Oh, and for them to say it's going to catch you off guard, maybe whatever that they'll get into is going to happen even way faster than they could ever imagine too. You know, I feel like it is. It's going to be something that happens very fast for the both of you. So let's look at let's see if that was Divine Feminine. Something tells me that it was, with all that magic like that. Yeah, that's like, you know, that's given next level, especially with that 7 of Pentacles being there. It's given like the first 7 of something, that 7, that infinite number, you know, things being done in sevens. And, you know, it's like a mystical thing going on here. All right. So some of y'all may be dealing with like some Capricorns and Scorpios and stuff, because they've been getting those sorts of readings a lot. A whole lot. All right, let's look at let's look at your love section here. I'm not even going to ask specifically about Divine Feminine. I'm just going to look at your love. And if it comes out, then that's great. All right, let's see here. Yeah, it's very quiet. Like, I feel like you're going to be tempted to spy and want to read this, that, go undercover for this. You're going to turn into like a secret agent yourself, trying to find stuff out. They're showing white chicks. You remember when they, like the one that had the girlfriend, she always thought he was cheating on her because he couldn't tell her what his mission work was. You know, and then she started like, like looking at the credit card bills and shit. Like, yeah, we going up there. He's cheating. But he just couldn't tell her what he was doing. He didn't have time for her anymore. You know, all that kind of stuff. So let's look at your love. You feel very quiet, like you trying to like even listen, like shh, shh, everybody be quiet, like kind of thing. Lovers, yep, damn, Five of Pentacles. Yeah, you guys are gonna start to feel very rejected and abandoned, neglected. There's depression here. If you're not careful, just take heed to the message, interpret it the way you see best fit to do so, to be able to keep your head on a swivel, I guess you can say, because it's a heavy breakthrough coming in for divine masculines altogether anyway. I noticed that within the masculine collective. Spirit didn't appoint me to say it yesterday in divine feminines reading, but a lot of divine masculines will have breakthroughs in their own way. Some of them will just start, maybe all of you will start like crying when you have the breakthrough. It's like, oh, it's like the demons peeling off. Like, it's weird. It's love for divine masculine here. Told you, look at you asking questions. Page of Swords, Page of Cups, trying to break into databases and everything. Knight of Swords. Yeah, I don't think, if you're not experiencing this yet in love, you're not going to get no direct guidance or answers that you need. You're just not, and I think it's going to hit differently for you, because I feel like a lot of you knew how to navigate those waters, Six of Swords, to get what you want. Even if that meant telling a lie or cutting corners and stuff, you're going to be naked. You're going to be very vulnerable. Very. And I don't see nothing you can hide behind or anything. Queen of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune, love for you, Seven of Wands. Yep. I think it's going to come, like the turning point is going to be an announcement. And with this Death card being here, whatever this girl that is, so whoever that Queen of Swords, Queen of Cups is this Queen of Wands, taking on some sort of leadership position of self-investment and self-awareness, all that, right? But with this Death card here, it ties into, again, like your clothes being snatched off of you out of nowhere. You're just gonna feel the sudden death of a connection, right? But it looks like it's in alignment. Y'all both are in alignment with each other, but what this person does is going to impact you very, very strongly. And it ain't going to be no subtle stuff at all. It's not going to be subtle at all. It's not going to be a thing where you'll have to like, does that mean? No, you're not going to have to, you're not really even going to have to wonder about the hits you're going to feel. I hope I'm not scaring y'all, because honestly, it's not a bad thing. It's a shift that's gonna happen, similar to a tower moment, but it takes you guys to the next level. But it has a lot to do with you experiencing a breakthrough, and a lot of times breakthroughs, they're not pretty. They're harsh truths, and they hit you like a ton of bricks. So they don't feel good at first, but you're thankful for them later because they get you to the next level and where you got to go. So Ace of Wands, Nine of Cups, Two of Pentacles, Queen of Swords. Okay, is this her again? Four of Pentacles. Yeah, this person here is about to challenge your comfort. You know what I'm saying? This person is going to challenge you to step outside of your comfort zone. Three of Wands, what told you, is like getting a shot. It's like, especially if it's medicine that you need, like you don't want to feel the pain, but you need the medicine. Yeah. So you guys' love is very interesting. It's going to be a very intense shift for you, where it's almost like in a blink of an eye, you could just, out of nowhere, just be in a place of nothingness. And they're saying whiplash, like it's gonna just kind of, it's just so sudden, and you're not gonna have no control over it. All right, divine masculine, my name is Dami. You're watching Pretty Blind Eyes, and I'll see you next go around. Bye.